The Xbox One X, the world's most powerful console ever. Also the world's greatest name for a console ever. I mean, Xbox One X, great. But yeah, what's up guys, this is Merc Music, and today I wanted to talk about the Xbox One X. Before I goof around and shitpost and share my opinions with you guys, let's at least agree on this. Is the Xbox One X currently going to be the world's most powerful console? Yes. I'm not here to talk about the specs, I could pull it up just like everyone else is going to. But from what I have seen and heard, it is going to be the strongest console once it's actually released. The Xbox One, the Kinect, man. Oh my god, what is happening? Stop listening! Gotta love that Xbox. What the fuck?! So as we all know, the Xbox One was originally advertised as an all-in-one entertainment system. That was the original gimmick of the Xbox One, and now the gimmick is 4K. The biggest appeal that the Xbox One X has is that it can offer better graphics. And this is where my opinions come in, because why are they trying to advertise a console as having the best graphics possible? I really just cannot comprehend why this, of all things, is the main focus. If you are truly only playing video games for graphics, get a PC. In pretty much every single circumstance, a PC is going to be able to run games better than a console can. It is just the plain simple truth. Which is why when I saw the announcement of the Xbox One X, I was just like, this is just marketing. It's just a way to compete with the PS4 Pro. That's it. But it doesn't actually offer any real substance to gamers or consumers. Here's my take on it. When I was younger, I got a GameCube so I could play Super Smash Bros. Melee. I got the Nintendo Game Boy SP so I could play Pokemon Sapphire. In early 2008, I got an Xbox 360 so I could play Call of Duty 4. These are all scenarios where the games were so great that they actually warranted buying the platform. The same thing kind of goes for why people bought the Nintendo Switch. It's so they could play the newest Zelda game. These are all scenarios in which the games were so great that they actually warranted buying a new console or getting a new platform to be able to play them. I truly have not had that feeling yet with the Xbox One or the PS4. I legitimately don't feel like there's any games that are actually sticking that warrants buying like an Xbox One or a PS4. That's why it's so weird to me that graphics were the main focus of this whole presentation. Just because a game's in 4K doesn't mean it's going to make the game better. The whole thing is just like this dorky numbers battle between Xbox and PlayStation. You can take a mediocre game and you can play it on both consoles, but just because it's going to be 4K on one console doesn't mean it's going to be significantly better. It's going to have more pixels. Awesome. All of our problems with console gaming are solved. Especially when they make statements like this, saying that Minecraft is getting super duper 4K graphics. Let me repeat that. Super duper 4K graphics. I guess they know their market or something. I don't even know what to say to this. Oh, and apparently Sony refused to join Minecraft crossplay, which means that Minecraft players on PS4 will not be able to play with people on Xbox One. This news is gonna crush Brayden's little heart. But while we're on this kind of subject, let's get to the memes. I did my fair share of shit posting on Twitter, as one does. At that time, I said the Xbox One X looks pretty neat, but can it actually load my messages? And I included my amazing custom derp boozic thinking emoji. But behind most jokes, there is some truth to them. Let's see what happens if I try to load messages now. Let's go into this conversation. And here we go. Right now, I'm currently waiting to load this group message. This is taking forever. Okay, it's actually just a bunch of people leaving the conversation. And the truth behind this is that I had the original Xbox One and it wasn't able to load messages like this. And I bought and upgraded to the Xbox One Elite a long time ago. And this thing is still not able to consistently load my messages. And I've talked about this in a lot of other videos before. I have had a lot of privacy and stability issues with the Xbox One, which is ultimately what pushed me to moving to PS4. I'll give you guys a good example. I currently have 181,000 followers on the Xbox One. When Windows 10 was first brought to the Xbox One, it was showing me online to everyone who followed me. I had absolutely no privacy on the Xbox One. Everyone knew when I was playing games and they tried to join me and they crashed my games in console. It was just an absolute nightmare. I'll put it bluntly, the follower system is creepy, stalkerish, and it literally destroys your system if you have too many followers. As of now, I have over 60,000 followers, most of which most likely have me added as a favorite. So if I accidentally appear online to everyone, my games crash and sometimes my console will even shut down because it can't handle the influx of people trying to message me, invite me, and join my game at once. It's ridiculous, and there needs to be a system put in place that can fix this weird, extreme kind of issue. That same year, I made a video called Black Ops 3 Exposed, which showed an issue that only existed on Black Ops 3 on the Xbox One specifically. In Black Ops 3, if you kill an enemy and they're talking in game chat, you'll be able to hear it in the form of death chat. For some reason, just on Black Ops 3 on the Xbox One, if that happens, it created this weird stuttering problem. It was happening nearly every single time, and it got very frustrating. I couldn't stand playing it anymore.
I can't wait.
Oh shit, it's the only thing
What
keeping-
the fuck, man?
Even the fucking death chat lags the fucking game, man. And that's ultimately why now when you see me playing games, it's on the PS4. It's just such a simple thing. The user interface has barely changed on the PS4 at all. It runs well, it's smooth. I have a lot more control of my privacy on the PS4, and I don't have nearly as many stability issues. But on the other hand, the Xbox One has gone through like 3 massive UI changes, and they're constantly changing and tweaking things, but they can't seem to actually get it right. I'm sorry if I'm complaining or ranting too much about this. It's just how I feel, and this is my personal experience with the Xbox One. I don't have some kind of brainless loyalty to either console. I own both, I play on both. I just prefer the experience on PS4. And it's really not all bad. Xbox One backwards compatibility is amazing. And it doesn't hurt that the Xbox One has Roblox. And that's the great thing about backwards compatibility. It gives me a reason to actually want to still own and play this console. I'm able to play old 360 games like Bad Company 2 and COD 2 and World at War on here. And to me, that warrants keeping and playing on this console. I obviously have my gaming PC if I want to play PC exclusive games like Counter-Strike Go or Call of Duty Online. And even though my original GameCube and all my games were garage saled, I actually rebought all of them. Partially to relive the nostalgia, but also because they are great games. But with newer titles like Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege, and Modern Warfare Remastered, I prefer to play those on the PS4. And I'd have to say that my main concern with the Xbox One X is that there's going to be so much focus on graphics that they're not going to focus on using that hardware to focus elsewhere. I fear that there's so much emphasis on the graphics that the hardware is not going to really help out the UI at all. I just have this gut feeling that it's going to be working so hard to run games at 4K that it's going to feel sluggish. But that is just my take on it. I could be wrong. We'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out. I just think it's so weird that the Xbox One X is only going to be able to run Destiny 2 at 4K 30 and not 1080p 60. I just don't get why there's so much emphasis on 4K. I would much rather have them prioritize frame rates. As far as it goes for streaming or making YouTube videos, it's not all that viable to do 4K yet. When you have 4K footage, the file sizes are huge. They can take forever to edit. Your video's file size will be gigantic and it can take forever to upload to YouTube. And then on top of that, people actually have to have devices and the internet to support watching videos at 4K. So from my point of view right now, having 4K is just that much more useless. But from the perspective of someone who's just going to purely play games at 4K, I can understand. But yeah, here's my final words and thoughts on the Xbox One X. If you're someone like me who bought the original Xbox One and then the Xbox One Elite or the Xbox One S and you're thinking about getting this, it's probably not worth it. You're not getting any frame rate improvements, you're not getting any more refresh rate options. You're pretty much just getting 4K, and if that's what you want, go for it. But from my point of view, it's not worth it. But if you're someone who hasn't bought an Xbox One or a PS4, just know that the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro are in direct competition, and you will find that when you compare those two, the Xbox One X is going to be stronger. But yeah, as I'm sure we all know, the PS4 has sold more units than the Xbox One. However, the Nintendo 3DS has actually sold more than both of them. Not combined, but the 3DS has still sold more. If that's not proof enough that graphics don't really matter, then I don't know what is. That's just crazy, though. But yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions on the Xbox One X. What do you guys think about it? Leave a comment, let me know. Oh god. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did and you're excited for the Xbox One XD, make sure to drop a like, and I'll see you guys later.